Georgia in Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
People still fill in the stands. And he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers' offense will go to work first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when 3-time All-American David Pollack played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This is not an ideal start for this offense. Your defense already gave up points on the first drive. This is your first opportunity, and you're not doing the most important thing, protecting your quarterback. Already 2 sacks on the day.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Calls it in. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Makes the grab. It's Taylor. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Dogs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He wants it all. Touchdown, Dogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. That's caught. It's Watson. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch. It's Bean.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the marker. It's Bean. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Plows through the defense.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Takes a handoff. It's Green. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's complete. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first quarter, for goodness sakes.
Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
So it's third and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack, punting the...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. UCLA was relentless today in a road win that, frankly, wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Bruins performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game.
He's going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. The Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quick completion on the out route. There he goes. Running inside the 20. Touchdown! this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
He'll bring it out. It's caught. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And that's the 4th sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again, this offensive line has to step up.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Snagged in the middle. It's Bean. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. What a first quarter they've already put together, up 21-3 and going for more. Grab near the marker, it's Wiley. Oh, he's got some space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Green. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking to throw for it. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So first down here as they go back to work. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
got it behind the line. It's Bean. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Fires to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, got the long touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off on the ground, a 67-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back, and the offense coming out on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in.
He's running free down the middle. He's at the 40. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Working the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Just drives it between the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Never know what can happen when 2 good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
Finds a man on the left. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. First and 10 from the 25. New set of downs after the completion. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Quarterback keeper. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Took a shot as he threw. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Fitted in the window for the score.
And really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Pulls it in. It's Bean. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick. First down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds a man on the right. Turning it on. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Green. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Green. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd.
And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this 1st half. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And talk about a 1st half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. What could go wrong did in the 1st half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the 1st half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the 2nd half start they'd hoped for. Looking for more room.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Running to Green. Across the 10. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now early in the 3rd quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Direct snap. Slithers into space. Got enough for the first down. There he goes. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Syracuse is going to enjoy the trip back to Central New York after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there inside the Dome, and suddenly it's quite the resume. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out the quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Calls his own number. He's got enough for a Missouri 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a 1st down play. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Right on the money. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll go to the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be...
He wants to go deep. Intercepted for the 11th time. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. Looking for room. It's Green. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's got it again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block. Only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Leaves it with the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Deep shot for the end zone. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Working that left side now. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground with the running back.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Makes the catch at the 35. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Here's the pressure. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. Second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
To the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got it.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, you look at Webster's dictionary and the term game wrecker, a picture of this guy is going to show up. He has been unstoppable in this football game. That's his 2nd sack here today.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. There he goes to the right. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Tackled there by the defense.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Nice job to get him past the sticks and then get him down at the 35. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Rides the back on the option to give. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs as Applewhite. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.